and welcome to Young Turks Ideas Without Boundaries. I'm Shireen Bhan. This is a special show because we're going to be celebrating social entrepreneurs not once but twice. As we promised you, we bring you the winner of the India Social Entrepreneur of the Year Award, an award organized by the Schwab Foundation in association with the Jubilant Bharatiya Foundation. But that's not all, because we also tell you about Social Entrepreneurship 2010. That is a path-breaking event being hosted by Young Turks and our online partner, YourStory.in. We'll tell you who the finalists are for Socialpreneurship 2010, so stay tuned to this very special episode.
Rakesh Agarwal and Jyotirama Sharma.
Last week, we told you who the finalists were for the 6th India Social Entrepreneur of the Year Award, brought to you by the Schwab Foundation in association with the Jubilant Bharatiya Foundation. We now know who the winner is. Rajiv Khandelwal and Krishna Avatar Sharma of our Jivika Bureau walked away with the top honors. Here's a look at what went on. The 6th edition of the India Social Entrepreneur of the Year 2010 saw leaders from industry and government, including the newly appointed Telecom Minister Kapil Sibal, felicitate the event. Nominated by the Schwab Foundation for Social Entrepreneurship along with the Jubilant Bharatiya Foundation, the award identifies and celebrates social entrepreneurs who've created sustainable and scalable business models for change.
It has involved in two ways. One way is that the public at large, business people, but also politicians, and that's something I recognize above all in the Western world, have become to recognize and to understand what social entrepreneurship means, whereas 10 years ago nobody knew even the concept. And so this is one very positive thing. And the other thing, for instance, in India is that we see many more very high-end social entrepreneurs who have managed to create big companies that really help help the development.
And partnering the Schwab Foundation for the first time is the Jubilant Bharatiya Foundation, the corporate social responsibility arm of the Jubilant Bharatiya Group. The foundation invests over 3 crore rupees every year in healthcare, women empowerment and educational initiatives.
We have collaborated with almost about 78 government schools in our Muskaan program, and in Nai Disha program we are running about 5 vocational training centers where we train youth and also provide them opportunities for employment in different industries and in service sector. In the area of healthcare, I think we have about 300, in a year about 300,000 people providing basic healthcare in our programs.
From a pool of over 100 applications through 3 stages of rigorous assessment, 4 finalists were chosen. A panel of leaders from industry, government and civil society assessed the nominees to zero in on India's Social Entrepreneur of the Year 2010.
What I was personally looking at was really the sense of innovation, how sustainable and scalable was the model, because there could be many models that work, but if they're not scalable, they're not going to be serving a purpose in society. So the model has to be sustainable, it has to be scalable, and there has to be a sense of innovation in that, otherwise it's not entrepreneurship.
Nominated to the Forum of Young Global Leaders, the winner of this award also gets the opportunity to participate in the World Economic Forum in Davos.
After having been through this experience, my hope in India has multiplied manifold. I think Indian entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship is going to take a country forward. There were 2 kinds of entrepreneurship here. One was directed to the bottom of the pyramid, but basically looking at a need gap and creating a business model that would service the bottom of the pyramid, but essentially in a manner that will create surplus, as with any other business. The other model was that it would be a long haul, and it would service really disadvantaged sections, very innovative, but it won't create financial surplus in a hurry, and it would depend for a long time on people for charity from trusts and so on. So that would be real social entrepreneurship.
The winner of the India Social Entrepreneur of the Year 2009, Brij Kothari, this year is part of the jury. So what is it like to be on the other side of the table?
Being a jury member really showed me what it takes to become a social entrepreneur of the year. And I think one of the things that was paramount, at least in certainly my thinking, and I'm sure other jury members as well, is innovation. You know, where is that spark, where is the newness, where is in terms of also, both in terms of solution and also identifying a problem. Sometimes there are problems that we don't know about. So a social entrepreneur very often brings that to light.
The stage was set and it was now time to recognize the business acumen, entrepreneurial excellence and the unwavering passion of these champions of change.
In our country there have been two schools of thought. One saying that certain kind of activities are charitable and philanthropic, and the other kinds of activities are commercial. I think there is a way in between where you convert a social idea into a kind of business. And that must happen because there are lots of other things which, come in way if you're doing only in a charitable manner. For example, you can't do sale and purchase, you can't do development of software and such other activities. So raising funds, applying for bank loans and such things become easier if you are a commercial operation. Apart from that, the basic idea when it trends out, you have to organize people in a certain manner. So I think one has to make a transition from an NGO to a company.
The award, because of its association with the Schwab Foundation, is obviously a very prestigious award in itself. But for a young company like ours, it's a recognition of the model that we have built or are planning to build, and also gives us a platform to sort of engage other stakeholders in the activity that we are engaged in, by creating a channel for us to proactively sort of work with governments or other stakeholders. In that sense, it's not only important from a recognition point of view, but also a platform for us to extend our work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anand Kumar would like to bring a big round of applause, please.
We need to have, it has to be valued in two ways, or there has to be two parameters that should be used for valuing. Definitely in terms of financial returns, because this enterprise has to be viable. So we need to be valued using all the parameters that possibly it is used for a private sector. But equally important, or I would say more important, is social returns. How is it impacting the society where it's working? And the balance has to be taken of both the social returns that enterprise would give back to the community, and also the returns that it will give back to the investors or the shareholders.
I have the pleasure now to announce Social Entrepreneur of the Year of India 2010. Ratan Sagarwal and
most of all, it will help us raise the issue to a national level. Okay, that I think to us is the most important gain. That the somewhat invisible problems of migrant workers in this country will get importance, significance in a gathering like this, and will probably translate into policies and more attention by people who can do something about it. That's one. I think we are also looking forward to more partnerships from the two foundations that are supporting this, from the India Economic Summit, from people who are genuinely concerned about the health of our workforce, of which migrants are a very large part. So I think this can be, we're looking forward to harvest the outcomes of this.
Rajiv, Krishna Avtar and the entire team at Ajivika Bureau here is wishing you the very best of luck. And to all the other finalists, thank you so much for sharing your inspirational stories with us. Time for us to take a break, but when we return, it's a fast-breaking event brought to you by CNBC TV 18's Young Turks and YourStory.in. We tell you about Socialpreneurship 2010 when we return.